The 14th Dalai Lama, known as Tenzin Gyatso, is the spiritual leader of Tibet and one of the most influential figures in Buddhism. His story is one of resilience, peace, and dedication to the well-being of others. Born on 6 July 1935, in northeastern Tibet, Tenzin Gyatso was recognized at a young age as the reincarnation of the 13th Dalai Lama. At the age of 2, he was enthroned as the spiritual leader of Tibet and began his rigorous education in Buddhist philosophy and Tibetan culture. The Dalai Lama is a staunch advocate for the well-being of Tibetans and has long been involved in promoting a peaceful resolution to the Tibet-China issue through his middle way approach. He travels extensively, sharing teachings on Tibetan Mahayana and Vajrayana Buddhism to audiences around the world. His Kalachakra teachings and initiations are highly anticipated international events. Additionally, the Dalai Lama actively participates in conferences covering diverse topics such as the intersection of religion and science. He engages with world leaders, religious figures, philosophers, and scientists, both in person and through online platforms, fostering dialogue and understanding. During his early years, Tibet faced political turmoil and the threat of Chinese occupation. As he grew older, the Dalai Lama took on the responsibilities of governance and led efforts to maintain Tibetan autonomy. However, in 1959, following a failed uprising against Chinese rule, he was forced to flee Tibet and seek exile in India. Since then, the Dalai Lama has resided in Dharamshala, India, where he established the Tibetan government in exile and continues to advocate for the rights and welfare of Tibetans. He has dedicated his life to promoting non-violence, compassion, and human rights, earning him global recognition and the Nobel Peace Prize in 1989. During a visit to India in 1956 to commemorate the Buddha's birthday, the Dalai Lama approached Jawaharlal Nehru, the Prime Minister of India, with a request for political asylum in case he decided to stay. Nehru, however, advised against this course of action, emphasizing the importance of maintaining peace and reminding the Dalai Lama of the Indian government's commitment to a non-interventionist approach, as agreed upon in the 1954 treaty with China. In his essay titled The Ethic of Compassion, 1999, the Dalai Lama conveys his belief that limiting compassion to only those we have personal relationships with disregards our responsibility to extend these qualities of respect and empathy to all individuals, enabling us to truly nurture love. He further expands on this concept, explaining that while it may take time to develop a heightened sense of compassion, eventually we will realize that empathy becomes an integral part of our lives, enhancing our humanity and inner resilience. The Dalai Lama frequently responds positively to requests from students to visit different countries around the world, where he imparts teachings to large audiences of Buddhist practitioners. In 2016, there were calls from Indian citizens and politicians representing various political parties to bestow the esteemed Bharat Ratna Award upon the Dalai Lama. This prestigious accolade, the highest civilian honor in India, has been conferred upon non-Indian citizens only twice in its history. In 2021, it came to light that individuals within the Dalai Lama's close circle were identified in the Pegasus project data as targets of spyware on their mobile devices. Detailed analysis strongly suggests that these potential targets were selected by the Indian government. Throughout his leadership, the Dalai Lama has been an advocate for dialogue and understanding between cultures and religions. He has traveled extensively, giving teachings, engaging in interfaith dialogue, and spreading his message of peace and compassion. The story of the 14th Dalai Lama is one of courage, perseverance, and the unwavering commitment to the principles of Buddhism. Despite facing immense challenges, he has remained a beacon of hope and inspiration, touching the lives of millions around the world with his teachings and his unwavering dedication to promoting peace and understanding.